beat the Knicks at the Garden as well.
Tonight to shut that water off. Unique game, but big time.
Good.
But can he beat the second guy? Oh, you know what? To see him drive the ball like that early.
Yes. I would say into his ear. Has to hoist the knee three. Speaking of confidence, that'll be again from Williams.
When they get him.
Hey! Courtesy of Motorola Razr Plus.
Lantro not reading into that conversation. Team.
Nice setup. White started to see it midway through last feed to get Williams involved for three. Crossing Gobert, getting to the cup for two.
To presence and give credit to Patrick Williams.
Here's Milton. Alexander Walker has to
now some ball movement.
For Vucevic. Hey! Edwards, no good. Granted, rotation is part of that.
Some unexplored options with Vooch going forward this year.
Sumu. Couple of trips by the Bulls.
Edwards, one of the best guards in the NBA.
Bear, long arm, can't connect. Earned the right to be out there. Options. Good setup again by White. Probably got Vucevic with the tap back.
Another paint touch, and then Vooch.
White was trying to draw the char
with the spin, doing his thing at the ring.
He sets up Milt. Can he continue as player for the United States? And he draws. They're going to be the same as the Olympic.
But totally is. But we don't have the best player.
And obviously the big name in the World Cup this year is Alexander. Played for Team China. Here is Craig, Chinese name. Vucevic
a lot more at the four. Now he's got paid like
nice moves by Carter over.
He gets to that turnaround jumper.
Feet and his leap is about as
players want. And Alex Caruso is going a little zone here, and the Bulls doing it.
Here comes Reed and
phenomenal with that.
You're right. They're going to be able to play. Traveling by. Here is Edwards. Oh my God. There's Williams splitting, kicked up with one another. Long Caruso. And he hits a three.
One of those guys that you're looking at.
DeRozan with a nice set. Nas Reed for nice slip for Craig. Yeah, the three. Rounded out. Flaw like there. Gets a clean look off the glove. Winners of each group plus the finals. We played
the Italian Cup in Italy.
Yep. And then DeRozan glides in.
He says, I'm just going to go make a play for myself.
DeRozan gets bumped, flips it off. Be a Hall of Fame career. For more points than I've had. He's top 40. He's going to put his hand up. Open for three. Got Bear. There's the help by Craig. The lead defensive.
DeMar get to that pull-up, and tell he was facilitating early.
Gave it to him. Dosunmu couldn't squeeze. Tools are there. It's the right time to put that piece.
Example of that same exact thing. How is that not?
There's one of those matchups you were talking about, Rod Brown. Good recovery by the Bulls. And oh, boy, Gobert. White steps through. Oh, nice. In career, 0 for 14 left.
I love it. He wants to play. Weak side defense, really good.
Done to several.
Without contest.
Caruso.
Jumper.
Oh, Caruso's on pick. I'm going to contest every time. I don't
pass. It's one that Patrick Williams has got him. You back out an occasional one.
Carter, he likes that wing shot. Carter, that's the spot on the floor that he. There's Edwards. Boy, Carter sets up Caruso for Craig.
Drilling it from the three-point line.
Oh, he's in the wrong spot. His new roster. White. Great, and it nearly went down.
That's a shame because so
for Edwards. Beat it. There's Vucevic getting this game. And he not to give him some love. It's a great setup by.
Well, the T-Wolves, we were 16 wins. He's normally their analyst.
Where you want to go now.
I will say though, when I was playing for the Timberwolves, gift card to Murray.
That's where you want to go. Yeah. The sneeze at by any means.
But
if you're up,
either, so that was good.
With 10, DeRozan to the spot. Edwards helped by DeRozan. Coaching job. DeRozan, no. Alexander Walker. Williams speaking of deep, the three.
Just 5 of 17 free.
Sumu found himself open, gets the front.
Vucevic as well. Yep. Just didn't
want to get all those guys. One more. Baseball and football city. Here's Williams. Goes to the rim and tried to challenge. 5th attempts of this first half for the Bulls. In terms of health, obviously that second turn in the corner and his old spur. Got that Chicago Cardinals.
Really?
And if you give him space, he'll take the jump. Milton, the kid, as we start up the third. Minnesota here. Look at the speed of those Sumu. Registration's open for Bulls Kid Nation today. Philadelphia. They probably at least 5 of them are wide open.
Percentage.
Right. Williams over so much. Over Anderson. White going under the Naz Reid screw. A 30.
To me, 21 good shots.
Yeah, tracker to most of these guys.
Well, season ticket holders receive exclusive benefit.
Brown lines it up and White. Reid been great all night, but last 2 possessions, everybody touched it. And he gets out.
The game has changed.
Nick Dosumo. That's a 3. In who separates, steps back.
More than that, it might be an offensive foul, but a
And Dosumo this time from the right.
in a row.
And a deflection, Dosumo.
A half of basketball left in the.
It's open again. That will not his Iowa days. There's McLaughlin. Yep, he got some playing time with the rest. And Bobby's down there. Bobby was getting a drink in. Gets it off in time.
And you got Trevor Keels in camp. You got Dacian
Craig in the front court. Dosumo.
Presented by Motorola Razor Plus.
You got going on right now, but
There you go.
Garza Brown.
And it's just found its way to the corner.
Timberwolves trying to go 5-0. There's Lucas Garza.
Certainly has.
Nice feed. Entry to Naz Reid. He uses the
With big boy basketball. It's when we go from the 5 to the 4. NBA was so much more to make their foul shots. Because more.
Really got the last year. And he knocks it. Oh, look at the nifty maneuvering, Naz. Carter floats it. No, lost it. Got denied by Garza. Got it. Carter the pick. Off to Dosumo. McLaughlin, nice dish off to Vucevic. Good maneuver inside. Garza is in. Got a 6'8" frame and near strip. Caruso got it to Chris. Minot gets cut off. Right inside to a cutting Minot. We just ended up acquiring a turnover here by the Bulls. Yeah, he was a semi-professional basketball player.
He left, but it's back to the right.
Yeah, he's working hard against Garza. And pressure on that contract. But Levine and Vucevic and DeRozan deadline, depending on where they're at. Did the play with McLaughlin and Bulls and Thunder. Garza with the clock winding.
Could have their hands full.
First play in game. Detroit's going to be.
Oh, that was a double dribble.
Yep. Carter on the backside.
What it's like in the NBA to play that.
It's going to be easy with Luka and Kyrie. There's Kobe White. That's a 3. Around there's Miller. It's Carter still getting some run here to try to get a little Bulls and pick your best Western Conference team. The excellent influx of 4 and 4. One of the 6 best teams in the Western Conference. And Milwaukee are certainly, nice looking shot for their run to the final. Front.
Oh,
beautiful.
He's
He's
a G League guy.
It's a double. How many times have we said that tonight? Garza back to that right hand. Ooh, step back.
Situation. I just think it doesn't seem like anybody has it.
Yeah.
I was shocked that he had not.
You have some connectivity in your finger.
And it's shocking that he hadn't.
With the pick, Garza the offensive rebound.
The Bulls bucket ends up being a T-Wolf.
Only made 9 of them, but ball in West Virginia. 4 fades, fires.
But found his way with that recent draft pick.
Got picked by Dosumo, knocked away by
School.
Jones Martin. Target. Made how big that is for that continent. For Dalen Terry, lob for Phillips. Got such long 43-inch vertical leap at the. He's a pretty good athlete too. Dalen Terry 3. Knicks. For reviews this season, but you'll be able to track things like it's awesome. There's
Great summer league has had some positive.
There's Martin, the contestant. Terry maneuvering for a college cook.
Type of haircut you get.
It's a real.
And do wild stuff.
Yeah.
Miller's been the theme for the Bulls all night long.
Miller floats it up. The team.
Even with the COVID year, where some of these stats.
Ryan, no.
Is just catastrophic.
Nuga. Here's Cobb. Phillips a 3. He was with the Lakers for a little bit of time. Had a build about a month later.
Speaking of get to the rim, but you close out just a little.
Preseason, looking forward to what Brown, Jason Benetti, and Corey Maggette, Big Ten Network. Early. The team. Fantastic camera crew.
For real, it's a different animal out here.
After he took over for Ryan Saunders, he saw in the Timberwolves.
Sure. Total.
Yep.
Players. Yeah.
In and out for the last couple of years.
Look out.
Phillips. Pre-game crew on opening night. Way to technology can we refer to as we start up the third. Mixed up a little bit for Minnesota here. There was a good setup, but through the hands of Troy. Look at the speed of Dosunmu.
Foul line for 2.
Registration's open for Bulls Kid Nation /Kid Nation to sign up today. Probably had his best days in Philadelphia. Out of the 14 they've missed, I'd say probably at least 5 of them were wide open.
Last year the problem was volume, not the percentage.
Right. Brown, the kick, Williams.
Over Lamar to get to his spot. He generates so much.
The crossover. Over Anderson. White going under the Nasreed screw around here. The kick for White. A 3. Routes early in the third.
Well, and the fact that they're, to me, 21 good shots.
Yeah, at the NBA level and kind of knowing the track record of most of these guys.
Full season ticket plans are still available. Season ticket holders receive exclusive benefit.
Brown lines it up and
Mar has been in his career.
White
in the game against Maccabi.
Effects of it. Like Kobe's been great all night, but last 2 possessions goes in. Williams, Vucevic. Everybody touched it. Slip to Reed. And he gets racing around the bean at Millennium Park now.
The game has changed.
All big air. Here is Vucevic, the kick. Dosunmu. That's a 3. There's Dosunmu guarding Milton, who separates, steps back. That's a great way to say it.
You know, a little more than that, it might be an offensive foul, but a
good ball movement again. Dosunmu this time from the right.
The beneficiary, 2 possessions in a row by Billy Donovan.
Yep. And a deflection, Dosunmu.
To feel a little bit like, okay, there's a half of basketball left in the.
Nearly a 3-second call. Io's open again. That will not. You and I got to see a lot of him during his Iowa days. There's McLaughlin.
In their last game against Maccabi.
Yep. He got some playing time with the rest.
Through our camera operator.
And Bobby's down there. Bobby, you're. Bobby was getting a drink. Oh, nice behind the back. Finds Milton. Gets it off in time.
Some young bodies coming in. You got Trevor Keels in camp. You got Dacian.
Smaller lineup out there with Williams and Craig in the front court. Dosunmu.
PM for the home opener October 25th. Presented by Motorola Razr Plus.
I don't know what kind of G-unit thing you got going on right now, but
there you go.
Reed, McLaughlin, Garza, Brown.
And it's watching the ball a little bit there. And Troy Brown just found his way to the corner.
Timberwolves trying to go 5-0. There's Lucas Gar. Once you get to the NBA, he's worked hard at it.
Certainly has.
Nice feed. Entry to Nasreed. He uses this.
I mean, that duck in on Torrey Craig was big boy basketball. From the 4 to the 3, and when it's Nasreed, it's when we go from the 5 to the 4. Amazing for me. Rebounding at the 3 in the NBA was so much more down there. I'd hope that the other team would make their foul shots. Because
there's the rotation. More. Really got the top guys in the NBA in that category last year. And he knocks the
post you, face up.
Oh, look at the nifty maneuvering, guys.
Success against a lot of guys in this league.
Carter floats it. No. Dosunmu got it back after he lost it. Got denied by Garza. Got it on the floor. What a shot. Carter the pick. Off to Dosunmu.
Enough, because you know they're going to do it on this end.
McLaughlin. There's Carter. Nice dish off to Vucevic. Good maneuver inside. Garza is in.
Nice drive and ditch there, Lucas Garza.
Got a 6'8" frame. And there's a near strip. Caruso got it to Quick. Minot gets cut off. Rebound to Brown. Right inside to a cutting Minot. Shoes, Nike at one point in the 60s. Ended up acquiring pretty much for about 100 years now. A turnover here by the Bulls. He was a semi-pro player.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a semi-professional basketball player.
He's going back to his right. He'll take you left, but it's back to the right.
Yeah, he's working hard against Garza. Vucevic, another refresher on that contract. He'll run for this core group of Levine and Vucevic and DeRozan. About 40, 45 games come trade deadline, depending on where they're at. For the help, knocked it free, disrupted the play with McLaughlin. And season opener next Wednesday, Bulls and Thunder to take on Toronto. Garza with the clock winding down.
Minnesota's lineup here could have their hands full.
In a rematch of that first play-in game. Detroit's going to be cup team. He's going to feel confident going into it.
Oh, that was double dribble.
Yeah, fun over the last probably 40 years.
For sure.
Carter on the backside.
So think if that's the case, think about what it's like in the NBA to play that.
Poor now. Mavericks aren't going to be easy with Luka and Kyrie. And they imagine. Here's Kobe White. That's a three. Around. Here's Miller. It's off. Some of the Bulls starters still getting some run here to try to get a little bit here. It's not the 90s where it's the Bulls and pick your best Western Conference team. Their influx has a lot to do with it. The excellent influx of foreign in 3 years. That might be one of the 6 best teams in the Western Conference. When we look at the East, Boston and Milwaukee are certainly, Miami's always been built off role players. Nice looking shot. How important those two guys were for their run to the final.
Time elite that's now come into the forefront.
Oh, beautiful point. I mean, Garza's a second-round pick.
He's a G League guy.
White draws the double. How many times have we said that tonight? Garza back to that right hand. White, smooth step back.
But then you also have the Harden situation. I just think they solve that because the leverage, it doesn't seem like anybody has it. We're staying with Joel Embiid. I was shocked that he had not
his lineage. That's really all it takes. Do you have some connectivity in your family?
Commit you to that country, and it's shocking that he hadn't
playing in the United States. There's Caruso with the pick. Top of the three. Garza, the offensive rebound.
They knock it away, and instead of it being a Bulls bucket, it ends up being a T-Wolves.
Bulls have shot 33s. Only made 9 of them, but played some prep ball in West Virginia. More fades,
rim. Bulls defense cut him off, but found his way with that stockpile of some young, recent draft picks. Yeah, didn't see.
Was picked by Dosunmu, knocked away by.
Considered a big-time player coming out of high school.
Jones. There is Martin. Huge economy. Do not underestimate how big that is for that continent. Up ahead to Dalen Terry. Lob for Phil.
Go up there on the trampoline and get it.
Got such long
right there.
43-inch vertical lead, but the
still shot it with efficiency.
He's a pretty good athlete too. In transition there. Instead, it's a Dalen Terry three. Rim. Here comes Minnesota on the push. Dacian Nix. Is in place for reviews this season to be the main contributor, but you'll be able to track things like for next year probably.
That is pretty cool.
I think that's awesome. There's fun.
Played with confidence. Had a great summer league. Has had some positive.
There's Martin, the contestant. Terry maneuvering. A college barber or a college cook. Sensitive areas
I guess
as well.
It depends on the type of haircut you get.
It's a real.
Does he trust that you will not go out there and do wild stuff?
Yeah.
He trusted to run sets.
Miller rebounded by Tyrese Martin.
That's been the theme for the Bulls all night long.
You're getting up. Terry Taylor floats it up. The team.
No, it's really not. Even with the COVID year, where some of these stats, but 2000 and 1000 is.
Ryan, no.
You feel like every miss is just catastrophic.
UT Chattanooga. Here's Cobb. There's Jones. Kick. Phillips a three. Very short stint with Boston. Was with the Lakers for a little bit of time. Had a vision. That was before he had joined Minnesota about a month later. Speaking of,
gotta be make him put it on the floor, make him get to the rim, but you close out just a little.
Last 126 of the preseason. Looking forward to what they do. One of our favorites to have around, Jason Benetti and Corey Maggette, as we're all colleagues at Fox and the Big Ten Network. As you do, I know our crew feels very similarly. Tamara Anderson. Fantastic camera crew and feel.
When those games start counting for real, it's a different animal out here.
Really settled things down after he took over for Ryan Saunders. He said that as well. They've invested with the Timberwolves.
I know 2 people in the organization total.
Yep.
Players comes in a short period of time in the NBA.
In and out. A lot of turnover for those rosters the last couple of years.
They're gonna have a good team this year. Yep. Look out.
Phillips down. Coverage with our great pregame crew on opening night.